Well, after a very, very long break, we're finally getting back to doing some work on the mk4 Supra. Just need to do a little bit of musical chairs to move the Celica, which I should do a video on one day because now we've done like custom wide body and stuff on it. So because it's actually been a while since we worked on this, part of today's mission, other than just moving the cars, was to try and figure out where we were up to. So what we basically need to do is side intrusion bars. So main consideration we needed now was what we're going to do with door cards, whether we're going to make something or whether we're going to make something work. So we pulled apart the factory door cards. There's normally something that goes across here. It's going to give us a good amount of room to run our side intrusion bar down along there whilst still making it not too difficult to get in and out. Otherwise, with all that stuff in place, it was going to be up quite high, which I guess is safe or whatever, but it's a pain in the ass to get in and out of the car. We're not gutting the doors and doing NASCAR style things or anything like that. Still wanting to keep the factory electric windows for now because they are quite nice when it gets hot on stage. It'll be cutting up and tacking in the side intrusions. We're probably going to do all these bars are just tacked. That's even just sat there. I'll pull that away from there. Probably weld as much as we can on there and the side intrusion before we drop the rear down, I should say, so that we can weld up the top and do the front boxes and then put it back up. And then we will do the rear bars and harness bars and stuff like that. So yeah, that is the plan. But the biggest mission of today was realistically what I didn't record, and that was the mission of moving everything so that this car is actually easily accessible, so that we can start working on it again today. I don't know how much we'll actually do today, but that doesn't matter for you because you'll only see it at the end. Right, I've just been working on the base plates for the front. The lighting is quite bad right now. I don't know what you'll see, but it'll be something along the lines of that, with a plate at the back and the front. Though this has to be fully welded to here, so we need to be able to pull this out to weld the back of it. So I need to do it in pieces before that can be welded to the body.
Master roll cage builder.
Yeah. So back down here again, taking a little bit of a break from the roll cage and gonna work on the motor because there's been a few goodies arrive. So we want to start to get it down to get machined and stuff. So there it is, in all its oxidized glory. Our 3S beams. Yes.
3S.
But Willys been shopping.
Yep, we've got a pile of bits over there.
So we'll go through all that lot later once we've got a few more parts arriving that are stuck in customs. But for now, I'm going to pull the head off this so that we can get that ported. And
yeah, so our mate's a bit of a whiz with cylinder heads, so we want to get the ball rolling. So we'll take this apart, take all the valves out, get it down to a bare head, get it off to Adam. He can do his thing, and basically that'll sort of get the ball rolling. And our pistons aren't far away, so as soon as they get here, we can send the block off to get machined. So yeah, it's all starting to happen, so it's getting quite exciting.
yeah, we've still got to set up a bit of a dummy block to do a bit of fabrication.
Oh yes, there's lots of work left to do in terms of fabrication wise, so we want to get the motor underway, but then we'll use another motor to sit in the engine bay, fab up all our exhaust manifolds, engine mounts, whatever else we have to do.
Yeah.
Which will be a lot.
Yeah. Exhaust manifolds, everything, yeah. So
Custom stumps.
yeah, sweet. Well, for now, off with the head.
So we got the cylinder head off now, as we can see. Found one little issue. If we come in here, we can see the this little retainer is halfway popped off, which is quite interesting. Never seen that happen before. I guess the guy who had it all in was pretty keen on the rev limiter.
El Tesoro, no?
Yeah.
Never.
Probably been doing a few burnouts in parking lots and 2 o'clock in the morning, I'd say.
Yep.
Anyway, the head actually looks not too bad. I'd say we're probably going to have a bent valve here. So we're going to drop this off at the engine reconditioner, take the valves out and give everything a good look over. These are titanium valves, so I don't know what implications are there of replacing the valve and such, but we'll talk to an expert about that. And then if it all checks out well, then it'll go off to Adam and he'll clean up all these ports. These 3SG beams actually have really nice ports. They make really good power, so it's not going to need a massive amount of material removed. It's just going to be a quick tidy up.
Now that we've got the cage all done, paperwork's all sent off, so they can all get homologated. We can paint it. The next big important job, getting rid of that worthless, unreliable, unloved 2JZ and putting...
It's been a faithful old girl though, it's done us well.
Yeah, it's time to pull it out and put on something a lot more fun. I'll show you Willys one. Give you a wee sneak peek of that, or what's going to be with ours. So if you want any more details, like Willys actually going through quite a lot of detail on his channel, Horsepower, go check it out. So this is the 5S he's built for his Celica. Obviously this is front wheel drive, well full drive, orientation, but it's essentially going to be the same thing. So yeah, if you want to know some details about the finer points of actually making this sort of hybrid motor, so definitely go check out his channel because he's going through it in a lot more depth than I will. JZ be gone. Alright, well this is quite an exciting moment as far as the JZA80 build goes. We have an HGT bell housing for a Jericho dog box. So these HGT bell housings are quite cool. So you can adjust like the positioning, get the crank fully central with that. I did that manually using offset dowels on my Supra and it was a pain in the ass, so this is definitely worth it if you can get it. So yeah, Jericho HGT 3S. This is just a 3S block we're using to dummy up in the engine bay. Obviously the 5S is still being built, but we'll use this as our dummy motor. The only thing I think you were saying, Willie, is on the other side, the mounts we're going to have to drill and tap for the 5S block.
Yeah, so the 5S is mounted sideways. This is a rear-wheel drive 3S block out of an Altezza, so it's all set up for rear-wheel drive mounts. So we have to do some basic mods here. So on the 5S these don't exist. The casting is there, just not the holes, so we'll just have to drill those later on. That's just part of doing 5S conversion into things that never came with the 5S. But anyway, dimensionally they're all the same in terms of the deck height and width and all of that, so This will be perfect for a mock-up.
Sweet, let's throw this thing together. There we have it. Jericho 5-speed dog box on the back of an S series block. So now we can figure out how much of the floor pan of our very cheap car that we want to cut out. Because that's gonna stick out a wee bit. The old R154 would taper in there.